So we've gone through today and started talking about the latest innovation in mobile. Christian's talked through mobile display and search. And what I want to focus today, well, in the next 15 minutes, is kind of the role of mobile within a marketing and media communications plan. So mobile has a strong value outside just purely using mobile as a channel on its own, but ways that it can be integrated. So that's essentially where I want to focus my conversation or my discussion today. And when we start talking about the role for mobile, it all starts with a key consumer insight. And when we talk about a consumer insight, we start talking about this concept of the era of mobility. Now, I've specifically or purposely termed it mobility because it's not just about the mobile phone. And when we start talking or thinking about integrated marketing plans, mobility is the right mindset to start thinking. And mobility is about the convergence of the cloud. We've spoken about that this morning. It's about connectivity and wireless connectivity. We're connected no matter where we go or where we are, but it's also about the proliferation of mobile devices. I'm on the MRT on the way home, and I see a lot of people on your PSP. People are on their mobile phones, whether it's smartphones or feature phones. So there's this whole notion around the proliferation of devices, and because I'm theming my discussion around the role for mobile within a communications plan, if you ask me the question, Jason, what is the role or what are your thoughts? I'll give you two answers. One is about creating a portable brand, so enabling the brand to be taken with the user, and the other is around borderless experiences. So experiences from a TV to a mobile, from print execution to a mobile. And what I want to highlight today is the opportunities around that. I've got examples of things that we've done, and really because we're industry peers and we're really pushing the boundaries of innovation, I've got examples that we haven't done, examples that I believe I love and I want to share with you as well. So when I talk about borderless experiences, I term into three things. I talk about fluidity, I talk about focus, and I talk about fast engagement. So let's focus on fluidity first. So fluidity is really around the exchange of content across platforms, across borders. And has anyone here heard of Instapaper? So Instapaper allows me to take content that I view on the web and just picture this as a brand page, and it allows me to access it on the mobile, similar with what we've shown within the Google browser. Instapaper is a plugin that I can download onto my browser, and it's also available on my phone. Now, I've got a BlackBerry, I've got an iPad, I've got a Touch, which I'm using now. My wife owns the iPhone. So regardless of which device, I can click in. So all the articles, sorry, let me move that across. So all the articles that I found interesting, and clearly everybody can see what I'm interested in, I can then take it home and read it. I don't need to be online to read the content. So this is a great example when we start talking about fluid content. It can really be used within the branded context. The next is around fluid experiences. Now, fluid experiences really is about the convergence of the real and virtual worlds. And the example, we've gone through the Google goggles and what that means, and that's a second image. But the third one is around augmented reality. Now, you may think augmented reality is a gimmick, but really as a utility tool, it is growing. Just imagine walking down to Orchard Road and saying, I need to find the latest restaurant, or I need to find the latest bathroom, pointing your phone down Orchard Road and really having digital content served to you in terms of where's the nearest bathroom, or where's the nearest store, and how much the products cost. So I've got a video. If you can play the fluid experience video for me. Just keep this in mind when I talk about the Orchard Road example. This is a real estate, not in Singapore, but the application is available in Singapore. The capability is here. We've got smart people, developers that can develop this for us. So you can see digital content and information being kind of tied into and overlaid to the real-world example. You can click through, you can engage, you can ask for more information on the web. You can also capture leads if you want to. It doesn't need to be via a website. You can engage the user as many times as you want within this content. The last one is around fluid transactions, taken off really in Japan. And there has been conversations in Indonesia where we're looking at cashless payments. So the use of mobile phones to transact, simply wiping your phone over any in-store mobile reader, or looking at a barcode to compare prices. Now, there's a lot of applications already developed and accessible that allows you to do so. Has it hit mainstream, if you ask for my personal opinion? Possibly not yet, but if we see where the whole era of mobility and where the market is moving to, it's an opportunity for brands to start thinking. The second one's around focused location. What I mean by here, it's about pinpoint accuracy. And it's really, what is driving this, and I haven't found any data that talks about the growth of Foursquare in Singapore, but I do see people using it, and in the office we do have a competition of who is the mayor of OMD Singapore. But how many people here have checked in today? Fantastic. Can I use that as research to say that 30% of Singapore's using Foursquare? But those of you who don't know, I'm now going to switch handsets. I'm going to use my BlackBerry because this is the one that I live with, and it's quite scary. So the Foursquare logo, I will open up the application. So I was last at the strategy building, and the guys, and I see my team here, and every time they don't know where I am, they'll ping me and say, you're only 20 minutes away because I've just seen you checked in. So it does work against you. But if I check in, it will search for the nearest place. If the place is not there, we can type it in. I can then check in. So I'm just going to go quickly. So I'm at Far East, which I'm not, but you can type it in. I can then check in. So it gives me the map of where I am. I can see nearby tweets or tweets about a certain place. And then I can check in. And I've got I've just received a promotional message. So this is someone who said I'm nearby, and has just, I didn't plan this, but has just delivered me a promotional message. So this is the opportunity for brands, and this is it's already happening, and brands are already using it. And the last one's around fast engagement. So how information quickly flows. I talked about era of mobility, and I talked about borderless experiences. And fast engagement is another notion. So in McDonald's in Japan, the nutrition information continuously changes, and it is, in terms of a cost, continuously updating the packet or the packaging is quite expensive. So we're doing it through QR codes. People can snap the picture of the package and get all the nutritional information that you can want. Because it sits within the cloud and on a server, anytime we update the information, it automatically updates onto the code. And then this is leading to a decentralized shopping experience. So it's really challenging retailers and brands to understand the impact of mobile and the effect it is having on retailer purchasing decisions. And one example, or the ways that people or brands are thinking about it, is through branded applications. So I've got one here. So branded application can kind of walk through products, tips. It really acts as a utility, and it's got a store locator. So imagine delivering an application through a print media. You can then find the store. This is then can be extended into a CRM strategy. So really building up your database and building up a relationship with your customers and delivering them specific coupons. We've talked about borderless experiences through print, but these markets smartphones are not common in these markets. So what's the opportunity? There are many platforms, but one that I do want to highlight is a shortcode platform. Let's imagine that we've got five executions: print, newspaper, and the whole messaging is around the product benefits. We want to engage the user. Just by simply tweaking the creative, we can do shortcode. We can ask users to go to this portal, and this being TMS Way, and we work closely with them as Omnicom to kind of create borderless experiences, and we create short coupons. This is not carrier-centric, so it's independent of a carrier. And we can create individual shortcodes. We can create shortcodes by publication. And so what this allows us to do is, okay, if we buy print article A versus print article B, which one's more engaging? Which user or which type of audience across the different magazines that we choose are engaging with our content? And we can use this to deliver coupons. So say in this case, I type that shortcode mouth 1010, hit enter or search. I've just seen a paper or new magazine around Listerine. It's asked me to go and receive more information. I've gone in, I've just typed in tmssearch.com. I can do in put in the short code. They've now recorded me as coming from print magazine A, and there we go. I've got content in the form of a website. Very easy video. I can look at special offers and download coupons, so I'm driving people into store. And I've got tips and product features. So if we go back to the presentation, so these are kind of ways of creating borderless experiences. And I've got one more, and I've seen my note come up. So that was one way. So hopefully you're seeing how we can create borderless experiences and how mobile can be used within a marketing and communications plan. And obviously mobile shopping, Amazon is key. Open up the application, you can order books directly from the application. And this is giving a lot of examples. So this is a slide. I don't want to focus on this slide too much, but this gives us a quick snapshot of all the opportunities how we can create portable brand and borderless experiences, whether it's through print or TV. I've got about 3 more minutes left, and there's one more application, one more video that I want to show you, which I think will be really useful. So we talk about, I want to focus quickly on the viral element, and where we talk about creating branded experiences. Now, as a region, we're huge social gamers. We love social gaming, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's through any social media platform or through mobile. So out of Hong Kong, through the PhD office, we developed, together with a creative agency, an application for Lipton. So I've opened the application. We'll start up with a quick showreel. The whole purpose for this campaign was to communicate the message that, and it's probably targeted towards me because I drink too much coffee, but that tea helps you stay alert, especially in a longer day. So, and I've had to memorize this, so bear with me. So if I start the application, I got it right, didn't I? Fantastic. So it's now loading the game. The whole application is a series of games that is built around concentration. So when the game loads, and this is the key message, they're delivering this key message through entertainment or through branded content via a phone, which can then be disseminated across any form of media platform. So the whole purpose is to fill up my teacup, and I'm going to try this. And before the customer gets angry, I have to give him the cup, otherwise he gets angry. And I have to do this quite quickly, and I've got to let the tea bag drop 5 times. Otherwise it goes away, and they start getting angry. So and there's 3 levels. The other level is around. You know the cup game where you put something on the cup and it goes around, and you've got to try and guess which one it is. That's another one, and the third game is a stacking game. So this is some examples. And the last slide, and there's 2 campaigns, really cool campaigns now. The first campaign was one done by Airwalk. Airwalk, so it was relaunching their shoe. Essentially what you could do with the application is they planted virtual shoes everywhere. So I'll talk to you about the augmented reality experience. If you download the Airwalk application, you walk through, if you find a shoe anywhere on the streets as a layer, you can click on the shoe, take a photo, and purchase it then and there. So it became a treasure hunt or a scavenger hunt. The last one I thought was presented internally was a really cool campaign. It was for the Mini Countryman launch. The whole concept was an ARG. So it was a game. It converged everything that I've just spoken about. And I want to let the video do the talking on this one. You had to download the application and first capture the card. Integration with Google with Maps. Now imagine if you're playing this. So hopefully I've given you a quick overview of the opportunities around mobile to create portable brand experience, but also borderless experiences as well, and that mobile is not only limited to just the mobile platform, but can be seamlessly integrated. And that's more of a comms perspective in terms of the role that mobile plays. So thank you, guys.